Dr. Jennifer McVety. I'm the Vice President and Registrar here at Canada Christian College. I would like to share a brief teaching with you today on marriage. Marriage is very, very close to my heart. I am a professor at Canada Christian College where I teach marriage communication. I've been married to an awesome man of God, Dr. Charles McVety, for almost 39 years. I think that deserves a little bit of an applause. I have learned a lot about the importance of communication in a marriage relationship. Communication is everything. I cover off the 5 love languages in depth in the classroom, but because of limited time, I will review them in point form with you today. The 5 love languages describe 5 ways that people receive and express love in a relationship. Not everyone communicates love in the same way. And likewise, people have different ways they prefer to receive love. Let's review these different ways. Words of affirmation. This is verbal compliments that express your love and appreciation. This is definitely one of my love languages. I practice this on a daily basis with my husband, family, friends, staff, and students. When something good happens to someone I love or admire, I will build them up and try to encourage them. For example, when my husband accomplishes something great, like speaking out for righteousness, which I think is awesome, which he does on a daily basis, it is important for me as his wife to acknowledge this. This builds him up and lets him know that I stand with him and support him. Publicly, it shows others that I have his back. This strengthens our love privately and publicly. Quality time. This love language is about giving your undivided attention to your spouse without distraction of television or your phone. They have a strong desire to spend time with their significant other, having meaningful conversations about sharing an activity, something that they love to do together. Charles loves his computer. Sometimes I think more than me. I am a woman and I love to talk things out. Sometimes several times for a long time, and I'm sure many of the ladies listening today can relate to this. I like to unfold my day like a newspaper and go over every single detail. Charles is a man. He does not feel the need to do this. I want to spend time with him. Often I will ask him to stop what he is doing to spend quality time with me. By doing this, he demonstrates that he cares about me by spending time, quality time with me, listening to me and focusing on what I have to say. This is very important to me. We are working on improving this 39 years and still going. Acts of service. This love language places value on your spouse, going out of their way to make your life easier. Actions speak louder than words. Unlike those who prefer to hear how much they are cared for, people on this list like to be shown how much they are appreciated. I believe this is the most Christ-like language. I take great joy in serving my husband, and I believe young women today are often taught that serving your husband is not popular. I serve Charles in many ways in our daily life. One of the ways is by putting him first, placing his needs above my own, sacrificing for him when it's not always easy, being a helpmate in ministry for over 40 years, taking care of him when he is sick, building him up when the world is coming against him, building a home together and taking care of it, nurturing and loving our children so he could be available to do what God has called him to do. Giving gifts. This is a straightforward love language. People whose love language is receiving or giving gifts enjoy being gifted something that is both physical and meaningful. The key is to give meaningful things that matter to them and reflect their values. This shows your spouse that you took time to think of them and you desire to bless them. Charles, throughout our marriage, has always blessed me with weekly reminders of our love. The gifts you give your spouse do not need to be expensive. They can be flowers, which Charles gives me often. This lets me know that he thinks of me and he knows how much I love them and wants to express his love through this kind gesture. Giving your spouse a card, or just taking the time to find out what they love and blessing them with it, means so much. This is a way of saying, I love you and I am thinking of you. I heard a quote once: if someone says they love you and never gives you anything, don't believe them. Your heart is where your treasure is. And the Bible is very, very clear on this. Physical touch. This love language demonstrates love through signs of affection. Physical intimacy and touch can be incredibly affirming and serve as a powerful connector for people with this love language. In marriage, touch can take on many forms. Throughout our marriage, we have displayed affection for each other in the way we speak to each other privately and publicly. This says a lot about the love and affection we have for each other. No harsh words. Often when we are out together, Charles will take my hand, reassuring me that he loves me and letting others know I belong to him. Hugs throughout the day are needed and bring confidence and reassurance that he loves me. Charles has always practiced this from day one. These are the 5 love languages. There's so much more to be said, but I trust this will help you to communicate with your spouse more effectively. It is important for me to say in closing today that marriage is built on commitment and sacrifice. I'll say that again. Marriage is built on commitment and sacrifice. Jesus Christ is the only one who can teach us this and then enable us to commit and sacrifice to our spouse the way he does. I would like to thank Reverend Marlene McKenzie and the Women of All Nations for inviting me to share these words with you today. God bless you, and may God bless your marriage.